girl Bree Nicole, and I'm back with another video. And in this video I will be talking about how I got my RN degree for free. So this program is called WIA, or in some states WIOA, and or WIA. So this program is through local career centers, so you can either Google career centers or search around. You may have one in your city. I had one in the same city as my college, so that's how I found out about it. When I was enrolled in the LPN program at my school, there were 2 girls in my class that were on this program, and they kind of shared information with the rest of us. So once I knew I was going to go back to school to get my RN, I was like, I'm going to sign up for this program so I don't have to pretty much pay anything out of pocket for it. So you have to be accepted in your program before you can apply, because they'll need a copy of your acceptance letter. So when you go to the career center, I think the hours were from like 8 to 5. You go in and you just ask for an application saying you want the scholarship to pay for whatever program you're in. And they also pay for any like health science program. So like nursing, radiology technologist, surgical tech, any technical programs, like anything hands-on. They did like welding, the HVAC, a lot of stuff they had listed. So basically hands-on programs where we had to go to like clinicals and stuff, or do labs for like paramedic, EMT, anything like that. I want to say dental assistant, dental hygienist, anything like that, that would pay for. So they had a list of all the programs. I was just trying to think of some. So you'll ask for an application. It's just a generic application about where you'll be attending the program at, your address, your family size, and like I said, it's a scholarship that you have to be accepted into. So once you fill out the application, they're going to ask you to make a copy of your acceptance letter. So bring that with you. I think they needed a copy of my ID. And then they're going to also look at your check stubs if you're working. If you make a certain amount, they will deny you for the application. I know some people in my class were denied because of making so much money. So once I did this program after I had my daughter, so I was currently on maternity leave, but I told them once I started school I was just going to be PRN. So she just put me down as like part-time at my job. So I had to show her like check stubs about the my pay rate, and I had to put my family size. I had 2 kids, and I was not married or anything, so they didn't need my spouse's income and the acceptance letter. So once they put all that stuff in and process it, they'll give you a call back saying you're approved or denied. And I was approved since I wasn't full-time as an LPN anymore. So I had to then come back into the office and do other stuff, and it was a lengthy process. So you will want to get started on this early. I did this, let's see, I had my daughter November 5th, and then I want to say I turned in all this stuff before I had her. So it was like maybe 2 weeks before I gave birth. It was like the end of October. And then when they called me back, I had to come into the office like a week after having her. I went back into the office to do other paperwork. So once you're approved, you are going to have to like sign documents about the program. They go over everything. You're going to have to take a math and English assessment test in their computer lab, showing that you're like capable of doing your program. It was pretty easy, like high school math and English. You're going to have to create a resume. You're going to have to do some online modules, and you can do that at home or in their office if you don't have internet at home. And then you're going to have to attend like a mandatory meeting that they set for all the people that get approved for this program. And I'm going to insert like some of the documents that they sent to me, showing like everything that they pay for and everything that they do. and they will have a WIOA person on campus in the financial aid office that you can go to talk to about things if you can't get in touch with them at the career center once you start classes. You're also going to have to meet with the person on campus in the financial aid office, because I had to meet with her to sign some more documents just about like what all they're paying for, and they go over everything about if you pay for stuff out of pocket, you have to bring in receipts, and you have to also have the receipts match your debit card number. The items can't be paid for with cash. It has to show like the last four of the debit card number with your name on it. So they're gonna get a copy of your actual debit card, and they're gonna black out the numbers except for the last four, and then your name. And the receipts, you know how on the bottom of receipts it'll show like the last four of your debit card that you use, so it's gonna have to match up. That's another thing. You can't have family members buy things for you for school and then you try to turn in the receipts, because if it don't match, they're not gonna reimburse you for it, and they're gonna go over all of that with you. So if somebody wants to like gift you stuff for nursing school, like a stethoscope, shoes or watch or anything, they'll tell you to just try to get the money and use your own card to pay for it if you want to be reimbursed for that item. So I met with her on campus, and then she told me about all that. I signed the paperwork. The things that I did buy out of pocket was I did buy my own stethoscope. I bought my own shoes, my own like solid lab coat because the bookstores were out. And then I brought in the receipts like after first semester to get reimbursed for that. And then also you're able to spend $50 on supplies each semester. So you can either just go to the bookstore and tell them you're paying with WIOA, or if you want to go to Walmart, you'll have to do the whole reimbursement process. So I just went to the bookstore and bought like supplies that I needed for class. And they pay for, I'm going to try to put the email, but they pay for everything. They pay for you 2 uniforms, shoes, a secondhand watch, a lab coat, a stethoscope, penlight, scissors. They pay for anything needed to be in a nursing program. So like you have to be BLS certified. That was $50 that I had to pay for out of pocket, and then they reimbursed me for that. Any books. And like I said, you get $50 per semester to buy more like supplies like pen, paper, and stuff needed, copy paper. They don't buy like laptops or anything, printers. You can't get that like out of the bookstore. Any like software applications, and we did have like a fake charting application that we had to buy. I think that was $60. So I brought in the receipt for that. We had to get a nursing kit that was $50, so they reimbursed me for that. And actually those were sold in the bookstore, so they just took it off the WIOA. They paid, so that was like every semester. In your final semester, they pay for your nursing pen, your graduation fees, your cap and gown, your diploma fee if you want to attend graduation, and they also pay for you to take NCLEX one time. So with all of that, I pretty much had to pay out of pocket and submit it at the end of the semester. So I graduated in May. Once I got done, I waited until I registered for NCLEX, so I wouldn't have to just make 2 trips to the school. So after I registered for NCLEX, I took the receipt for my nursing pen, which was like $75, my cap and gown $60, diploma fee $25, my NCLEX and license registration thingy that we had to do, which came to like $300. So I turned in all of those receipts after I registered, and it was like June 1st when I registered. So I went to the school and turned all of that in to them then. And then they reimbursed me, like it was like the end of summer semester. So I got that deposit around like August 1st. They don't give you an exact date because they have so much to process. They'll just tell you it'll take like 1 to 2 months for you to get like reimbursed for things. And you're able to turn in receipts anytime throughout the semesters, but I just tried to wait and do it all at one time so they wouldn't have to like keep going, you know, into my file and stuff. Also, another thing is they do monthly check-ins the whole time you're on this program. So the person that gets like assigned to you at the career center that you like sign your paperwork with, they're going to get your school email and they're going to send you like checkup emails once a month. They're going to say, hey, just checking in. How are things going? And you have to respond to them every month. They do not like you not responding. So you just give them an update of how your program is going. I just usually respond in like 2 to 3 sentences, and then they're like, okay, good. And then after each semester, you have to send in a screenshot of your final grade for that semester. So let's say I started in the summer, so around like August 1st, they sent a message like, hey, just checking in, if it's the end of your semester, send in a screenshot of your final grade. So I just screenshot it and emailed it to her, showing that you passed that semester, because they will not pay for repeat courses in this on this scholarship. So let's say you fail a course and you're reinstated to take the class again in the nursing program. They will not pay for that second attempt. You will have to either try to get financial aid or pay out of pocket. And once you pass the second attempt, you can email them like, hey, I took this class again, I'm back on track. And they'll be like, okay, your WIOA scholarship will pick back up. So they will not pay for repeats of courses. And they'll tell you all of that too in the meeting. So once you're done with that, once you actually finish your program, and then once I got to May, I was like, this was my final grade for the final course. They're gonna email you back and say like, if this is your final semester, you have to send in a copy of your diploma. And then once you get a job, you're gonna have to send us, it was an email, they want you to send them your employer, your starting pay rate, your hire date, and your position. So once I graduated, I scanned my diploma and then I emailed it to her. And then once I took NCLEX and stuff, she emailed me again like in June. And then I told her, you know, I was gonna apply for a job, but once I actually got the job, I emailed them this information in July. And they do all of this because at the career center, they tell you that once you get your job, they have to follow up with you after a year of you completing your program. So I graduated in May, so they're still sending me monthly emails every month up until a year after my graduation date. They just like to keep up with you, how things are going, and to show like number wise, like the students that get this scholarship and get a job in their work field. And I guess just to show like numbers, like how this scholarship has helped so many people. Or they can say, out of the people that got the scholarship, this many actually got a job in their field. Oh yeah, like I said, I went to nursing school for free when I got my LPN to RN degree, and I wish I would have known about this when I first started the LPN program, because I definitely would have went this route and not gotten those students loan when I was in the LPN program. And I only owe like $20,000, which isn't bad. So I'm just going to start working on paying those back starting in January, whenever they start back. So yeah, that is how I went to nursing school for free. And I really wish colleges would start talking about this program, because like I said, when I was in the LPN program, only 2 people in my class were on this program. But when I went to orientation for the LPN to RN mobility program, they actually had a handout from the career center that they've started bringing to the college for them to pass out to students. So students can actually know about this program, because once I like actually posted about it on my Snapchat after school, a lot of my friends were like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have knew this when I went through nursing school, because I'm in so much debt right now because of nursing school. So I was like, yeah, the school has actually started telling their students about this program, which is a very good thing, because I feel like getting out of school debt free and, you know, starting your career debt free, you wouldn't be so worried about like, okay, I can't find a job, how am I gonna start back paying my student loans? So yeah, this is how I went to nursing school for free. If y'all want to know any other questions, just comment down below. Any other video suggestions, comment down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what other videos y'all would like to see, and I'll be sure to get them out to you guys. Thanks for watching.